Just to be clear, you did call it, right?
Bank?
Yes.
I might have whispered it.
Hardaway will inbound. Look at who's guarding Cade Cunningham right now. Cunningham gets the ball against Bam. Pulls up for the win. Got it! Detroit basketball.
With the Heat's best defender's hand in his face. If you don't know, now you know. This is March.
It
isn't just the madness in the tournament. It's buzzer beaters in the NBA as well. And the entire basketball world took notice. Cade Cunningham took hoops by storm last night. I think it's fair to say that we should get a little bit more Detroit basketball games.
Yes.
What do you think?
A little bit.
On
Just a little bit.
ESPN because they showed up and showed out. Should we show everybody how this one went down last night, my friends? Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons in South Beach. We picked this one up in the third quarter. Udonis Haslem, huge slam there for Detroit. The pass, of course, from Cade Cunningham. And then Cade going to work here, sliding through defenders. How many pump fakes was that?
I mean, look at the bag where he gets in the paint, 3-4 defenders, stays on balance, and gets a good shot up.
This was a good game down the stretch.
It was a
minute
great
20
game.
to play. Tyler Hero
That was a windshield wiper.
Buzz cut hero.
But, oh, my God.
on the other end.
Just look at the distribution of the basketball. Everyone's fighting for old boards. How bad do you want it? Knock it down. We thought that could have been the dagger.
We really did. And then Tyler Hero, once again, buzz cut hero, we calling him, gets this one to head him to the free throw line. Tyler Hero would make both free throws, so the game all tied here at 113. We were talking about how we were going to go to overtime at this point. No, sir. Here comes the motorcade. Cade Cunningham with Bam Adebayo's hand in his face. It's good. The bank is open.
Good defense, better offense by Cade. If he was 6'6", Bam would have got a hand on that shot.
This is what it sounded like on the game broadcast from the one and only Mark Jones.
Cunningham gets the ball against Bam. Pulls up for the win. Got it! Detroit basketball.
And there you have it. That's all she wrote. Here was Cade Cunningham after that incredible game winner.
I mean, big fella got a good rebound for me to take the lead. But to have the trust by coach, by my teammates, to get the last play, I got to go knock it down again. So, blessed, highly favored. I can't do nothing but thank the Lord.
I mean, you just got to get him the ball. Thing about old Doug Collins clip, just get him the ball and get out the way, right? But you try to get the ball in his hands, occupy the guys around him, and you know that Cade's going to be able to get his shot off. Like, he's got the size, he's got the skill. You know he's going to get his look. You know, we told him to go win the game, and he went and got it done.
Are you not entertained, y'all? JB Bickerstaff started off the week saying we need more respect. Well, respect is earned, not given, and Cade earned every bucket and every ounce of respect with that game winner. Let's break it down, UD.
I mean, pushing through the down screen, the thing is he's got to get open on two defenders. We have a guy that is shading the ball before he even gets the ball. Now he gets to his spot. Easy because he works on it, but he has to get it over 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan. Bam Adebayo, one of the best five-way defenders, can guard all positions.
Honestly, don't you feel like that was well defended? Maybe you ball hawk a little bit more, but more importantly, Cade, when it mattered most, was able to knock it down against one of the best defenders in the NBA, UD.
There's nothing that he could have done differently. Maybe shade the ball a little bit more, but ultimately there's a great player making a great play at the right time.
And most importantly, Malika, Cade made a statement. He made a statement.
Has arrived. Look out, the motorcade is coming through. But when there is a winner, there must also be a loser. And in this case, it's an unprecedented losing streak for the Heat, right? We know this is the longest streak of Eric Spoelstra's illustrious career, but it's also the longest streak since 2008 when the team won just 15 games that year. So, UD, you said on the show that the Heat were under a microscope here. Obviously, this is not what they wanted, adding now to a 9-game losing streak. You talked to Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. What's the mood around the locker room right now?
Frustrated, disappointed, but obviously these guys understand that they're getting a crash course in leadership right now. Everybody in the locker room is watching them right now, and everything they want out of this is on the other side of doing the hard things. They got to get through the hard things to get to the other side of it. Once they get to the other side, it'll be a little bit of sunshine right now. I know they can't see that, but this is building them up for something greater. They still have 13 games left. There still is a chance if they can go on a little run right here to get out of this hut right now, but they got to continue to stay together. And one thing I know about Spo, this is when he's at his best.
I do love that saying, everything you want is on the other side of hard, and it certainly seems like that is the way right now for the Miami Heat, who have lost 9 games in a row now. This time of year is meant for the Pacers because they've won 3 out of their last 4. They've gotten a little flair from Tyrese Halliburton, some flavor from Obi Toppin, and on Wednesday, it happened again, Chiney. They trailed by 11 with less than 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter here. Here we go, final minute, 5-point game. You think it's over? Not so fast.
The frenetic style that they play, especially late games, to keep the game close or at least try to take the lead is what helps them. They play very college-style March Madness-y around this time of year.
You cannot have a turnover like this, Udonis.
No, you can't down the stretch with 20 seconds left to go in the game. You can't let them just take the ball from you.
And then final game winner here for Nembhard. And the Pacers broadcast, they knew it was good basically the second it left his hand.
Pacers have it, a chance to tie.
Yeah, Nembhard.
Hits the three. Nembhard gives Indiana the lead.
That ball was like
We
3
gotta do
seconds,
that every time he does
3
something.
seconds from
Yeah,
going down. And they
Nembhard.
were saying, yeah, Nembhard.
Shout out Pascal for the extra pass.
Yes, sir.
Indiana gets it done. The Pacers, they've turned this around. They have a knack for late game dramatics, too. Indiana is the first team since the 2002 Raptors to win 3 games in a 5-game span when trailing in the final 20 seconds. So, Obi, Halliburton, masters at making the timely shot, beating the clock. But how about y'all? I want to put you guys to the test. 24 seconds on the clock to answer some questions after last night's action. You ready? First up, the Rockets. They've won 8 straight games, their longest win streak this season. They're 20 games over 500 for the first time since 2018-19. Chiney, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, y'all. The Houston Rockets are in the playoffs. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Number 2 in the West. The starters combined for 98 points, almost 100 points. Alperen Şengün with a double-double, but most importantly, the team, my squad, that struggles to shoot the free throw. I think they shot 90% from the free throw line. All signs are towards what? Liftoff. My phone was blown up from Houston. Like, everyone's so excited.
So Chiney is clearly hyped about the Houston Rockets. Next up, Sandro Mamukelashvili scored a career-high 34 points in 19 minutes, the most points in a game when playing fewer than 20 minutes. After the game, Mamo had some flavor.
My father here, my brother here. It's an unbelievable night. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We love you guys.
Flav, have you ever seen a shooting performance like this before?
Hey, let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say, my man is on fire!
Flav, UD. Just how special was this moment for Mamu? 24 seconds. Go.
When the stars are away, the role players must play. I love when role players get an opportunity to show what they've been working on in the offseason. This guy was plus 22, 92% from the field, 7 for 7 from 3. He was 14 for 13 from the field. He was getting backdoor cuts. He had 9 rebounds. He got busy from all 3 levels. Shout out to Mamu. I can't say the rest of your name, but you did your thing, dog.
You didn't even have time in the 24-second shot clock anyway. The Suns, they defeated the Bulls. They were led by Devin Booker, 41 points for him, including 20 in the fourth quarter, his most in any quarter this season. With the win and a Mavericks loss, finally, Phoenix has overtaken Dallas for the 10th seed in the Western Conference. So there are exactly 30 days remaining until the start of the playoffs, and the difference between an automatic advance and having to play your way in out west is a single game. Yes, one single game. This is what separates the Warriors from the Clippers and the Timberwolves, but adding to the drama is that both of those teams, they own the tiebreakers against Golden State. So UD, 30 days from now, look into your crystal ball here. Which of these teams will be rested, getting to wait for the teams to catch up to them in the postseason, and which are going to have to play their way through?
I had Minnesota.
They're on a
In the
roll
last
right now.
couple games, after the 8-game winning streak, the last couple games kind of made me backpedal a little bit. I was very encouraged by seeing Jimmy Buckets get busy with Steph out, getting back to his old ways, and also having 10 assists, distributing the basketball. So I'm going to go Golden State. I'm going to go Golden State respectfully because I know Chef will be back and I know what they can do.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. For some reason, even though, as you mentioned, they don't really have the tie breaks if things get tight, right? I'm going to go with the Golden State Warriors. Look, I believe that game that they lost to the Denver Nuggets was a wake-up call. It was like, hey, guys, we all have to show up. We cannot take these things for granted. And how did they respond? They responded, as Perk would say, in great fashion. They responded in great fashion. Look, the Jimmy Butler effect is in full effect. When Steph's healthy, you see what they're able to do offensively. But more so, I think it's the level of accountability he demands when he's playing at his highest level of his teammates. Like, you can't just slack because Jimmy's out there calling, switching. He'll guard anybody on one possession, and then offensively, he's not afraid to make the extra pass. And so I think their trade and getting Jimmy Butler has really helped them in the best ways.
Look, the odds are in Golden State's favor. The Warriors have been rolling since Jimmy Butler. I'll be the contrarian, though.
Okay.
Hey, look, I was at the Intuit Dome the other night. Kawhi looks good. Look out for the Clippers.
Yeah.
Zubats is an absolute monster. James Harden's been orchestrating that thing all season. They've got depth. They got defense. And if Kawhi's right, they might have the best player. I'm not going to say that. They've got a legit superstar.
I thought you were going to go there for a second.
I dialed myself back mid-sentence.
They are, though, rounding into form at the right time here. They've won 4 straight. That win against the Cavaliers, they looked really, really good here. Of course, 1 game behind the Warriors for 6th. And take a look at their strength of schedules here.
I wish I'd have looked at that before I pumped it.
So the Warriors are the
13th easiest? The Warriors got it 13th
I feel much
easiest?
better about my pick.
However, I do think strength of schedule can be a little bit finicky at this time of year because all of a sudden you see guys maybe taking the little extra rest they need before the playoffs, and a game that you think is going to be really tough. Look at last night, Lakers-Nuggets. All of a sudden their 2 top players aren't playing. So you should take that with a grain of salt. Maybe a shot of tequila. In case you missed it.
Like you would do that.
Whiskey.
She says that she doesn't even do it.
Shot of water. The NBA announced today something cool, guys. Harrison Barnes as the NBA Cares Bob Lanier Community Assist Award winner for the month of February. Barnes and his wife, Brittany, they made a $250,000 donation to Alamo Promise. It's a program that provides the cost of tuition and fees for eligible students, eliminating financial barriers to higher education and making college a real possibility here. Really great work by Harrison Barnes.